papa at about Onua Showtime so my trust and no Father's Day edition papa it's actually na and na yet say yashe asie no holy black mosquito coil and his spray and the ebe sha asie mido wan wate ti me ma bia ma bag kama na wo de ayi ayi den odo sorry bra beboa me ya ma bag a na wo de ayi bia hyehyem kama chenyum etimi ha sei papa mto mo nse ma chenyum ma me brand ambassador Emma eye Nishman ya damwase ai mo bia wanwana na mo so mo di ahye sa twetwebra wo yi gwa na mamom nyina bi mamom nyina bag ni bi holy ya da se senyo ya da se papa na odi hyehyem kama sane sefata aha say yanko ha ai yanko na womfa ai na womfa ne manu hyehyem holy no hyehyem kama sania etie ai bebedu no mekonwa no so kama na ija ya hye dwumedie na se me mpanifo atena se na full house akwaba impenifo ye na say Uncle Fred ye bi me a tenant ya oba yes she me ya oba prako menyi manu na edi auntie and lady in green
evergreen money
why efe
papa
oh green me akwa maybe bra mami ebu ati ni nya no mo tete o na boys life matter Ekose
oh yeah
me hu ye me do
me sure o boajuma
amen
boajuma
me dasi na me bro ni
superstar
unyo na no lady ni ba was say wu twem and I say chino question is chino and no one support again
no answer pepe
na me sure what
say we the see what council the Damascus journey
Apo
it was a Damascus journey
because a big brepa say ube hu question ube hu obi no be so mu Abraham read them am this year
she's a good artist
she is but there are a lot of no sir good sir but ube break
answer when you
I'm telling you
I think that she was blessed
she was blessed that's the word
she really prayed
yes
sound
she prayed and I think sometimes you know say obom paye more din obo afford me ben earlier than expected
I think so
yeah what I say
me knowing
and never to focus
and I will focus yo I bush for na no papa say
and
me Scotty na ni mo nyawa
obi na
am for WhatsApp no na can you focus so otimanim say Nyanya Jonat it's an old mama na ba me kompe
and why is a roman sister for the
and I akoso modam me tintin pa baby no machawie ai abrantie no nyamfo bi wo fie ha me panu nyum bebre ai tene no na asu pepi cup ni bi on
ai e number so ebu ha ntimi se me dey ka ho
o de mi an ka
kwa na minim se o de bibe
me say don't me so guy say don't you worry baby ya beda aye aboafo ase aye +233 graffiato paint kopa paint papa konko toto yi bia o paint ya na ba wa ni ade da bi obu awo mo nyim obu otimi twetwere na o di onyema na o di paint na papa o twetwere nya bi ni apo munyim da mema na ofia okay graffiato paint en wa man twetwere man ko di da bi kama +233 graffiato paint beboa pa na opemu papa dia enye peacock rice sanwachi peacock rice jasmine basmati wo ho na Thai premium so wo ho na te say peacock ro kra de onza 5 kg ni achocho ho win de voucher bi bon ho opinya 5 kg ni bia obenya obie so obenya sika kra hye ahun na te say wa frefre numbers na wo so na wenya osika na ye koye nim Jehovah nkunim hampers Usha hampesi a abaye na abomodia achechire e de amayen. Nkonim ese wo ye bibia na se wo pobi apaso nyema ma rape ho ama wa bomodia so be hwe wo mo Yehowa nkonim hampes omo be ye ne kama de ama with love kan ne wo ware on se wo mo ware a omo soso nyema ne ade nye obi a na so ma ne sane ma ne ma wo hampa kama no ma ye na efe nya afe na wa ware wie na onu kunu da ye bone nko ana mo so gifts ne ka ho hampes ne ka ho na ma da yesa na next man men grooming kama next man ye dasi bebre baby edu no mumi enfa nsemo ne yen sorry ma so ramen kasa abrantie no abedu fidie mu ha sei na ne no me onwum bia ya na woto a me pepa obetu bia ma me ne ye fa semmo eni tentem ni dede ye ento Alfred Joe Mettle.
Oh, come on, clap with me. Are you ready, everybody? Let's go. Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2, hey. All right, let's go. Come on, put your hands together. 1, 2, hey. Man, I said to me, I'll manage. How can I express my gratitude, hey, for all the many things you've done for me? Hey. Words are not enough to say thank you. Say, Lord, you're my everything, everything now.
Oh, say down the band and I'm on.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Enyumwe, but yet nothing, no more prepare. Oh, when you are coaching me, who now?
The Mutimiti, Mutsuro, say, oh, brand new years in Nenara. Now, any that doing in us, hey, what's some such a meeting? Mamu, not so. Say, Jimmy, I bring it now, we'll come home. What's in my name? What's in my chi? Mutsuro. Onam demunti midi. Mutsuro. Onam demunti. Timiti Mutsuro Onam Demutimiti Mutsuro.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
I need your moment na say na ma megina chi ha ebe ha dwen. Akwaba.
Oh, to me. Oh, yeah.
Ai. Akwaba benifo. Yebedi din komani bebre se na etie. Ai enwum ne me dodo. Me de papa. Na bigidi se Joe Sunday bi abeto te so grateful. Ene na me tie no so emu pipa ye no so beto ansa na ya sorry so.
Only how.
Mini how.
Once a team no hand.
Once a
team no hand.
I say once a team no hand there. Ye ni how kra obeto ni senia etie. Ebusiafo.
Yeah.
Me fan chase o. Papa.
O say akai from.
Na do chase.
Okra
Akai so.
Okra do.
Akai one.
Yes, my man.
Can be the roof here. As you say me man chase.
Come on, I see you what say. Father's Day.
Father's Day kakra. Say na ye hwe. Eni ma ye papa nom ayi eni ade na me bisa prophet fojo. Ebi mu di ya obebrefa omo papa nom ni ade. Na papa hweme. Ana papa ye say na papa ye say. Ana na make wa say atopa buo kura nya easy. O me ka kire o.
Okay.
Anya easy.
I see.
Anya easy.
Na obu bi de.
Oh, say we kura na me who said that na for. Ai, iti.
Juma won't be where the wood.
Oh, say, there is a sin is believing. There are who send it here.
Because you know.
Ubeya nas asma moka. And then me sofa baha.
Only for waha. Only for metal waha. Prophet metal waha. Kabo, yes, sir. It's Papa. And then Father's Day. 18 and Mamma be brave, and Mamma no quite our babako. A warrior in Temuno.
And then Father's Day.
Aye, and
no Papa no nine in all my brabum.
Joe.
Did he kind of old Yankasa? Your friend Nana Edu Asabri Chamensa. Out of free Agogo Santia Chuma, Nan Papa, and the chief of Agogo from 1935 to 1958. And now the Tosumi knew Mr. Fred Taylor. Can you know more Ghana Airways? Sir Freddie Mam Tinker, ha, another room, ma, and I'm betanka, ha. And then Papa could feel a tin donko, no, I believe pay. Tamanami could school, maybe holidays were ha, or Ryan and Jimmy. And the last but not the least is Bishop Daniel Kwajo Obinim. So these are my fathers and my very own pa. Now, come in Papa, my lifestyle, moi. Come on, in a try, once will be on a come run about to be a feeble or a fennel. Offense Menka Memorial House. It between 19 memories that make you.
Yeah.
Between 1969, we can't say a coffee train and a cotakradi. And in 1971, Tama Tina Ten and Mbahano. Now I had more GNTC. Nana Ninia and I say no for back don't say GNTC for Mr. Samoa on a name and GNT. They were supposed to sell the tickets around. Till that day, no back. I tried to say I remember. But one of the memory probably can't pay us. On the 22nd of October 1972. That day now, so for that, you never for the first time.
No.
For the first time, it was a Sunday. No, buy a crew mago. And I set up no to command, so I don't want black and white television if you are a community now, but so Baba should be. I wanted to also go with him near the holidays. But because track have a video, look at me see form. No sooner I see for no banner. Oh, free I go back. Could be a very grandson. Careful, be all. Or no many accident. Or me too.
Or can't say form no.
I mean, see, it's only my family saw him in 1972. So he died on the spot, and my father had a mark here.
Oh,
It be Kaipa, and I feel so. 1975. Tama, ye be a commercial statue now, be a conventional statue, the O. Hono. Na, you could hear me certainly Tamakum, yan antifra Macum, Wako, Roman Hill could see a order could be. Now, maybe Yare Kakra, also no drugstore. After that, no drugstore. Oh. Abakum AH. Now, drugstore be a me and I call Hono. As soon as I come to the 77, yen no account for member. A 2 review hard, there be my car. I had not your fast 7 the too much. And I suffered from that one. I never come in Papa being a problem for fast because I don't understand the reason why I say Papa drugstore, Mammy Yari. Come on, malaria, near Mammy B. Now, malaria, you could do 100 plus. You could do G, Kadoctor bomb person.
Said you
yeah, come you. And on my birthday on the 11th of October 1975, Martin Sports Stadium, my G. Papa car be a taxi, you out 1377. Now, car you made him birthday, my beginner Martin Sports Stadium, will be a mass school no. Driver the buy and offer say or do all. Now I'm seeing him birthday, my Miss Kaka, catch him and say, taxi, you know, Tomano.
Oh, Papa, any Bibiana.
Debbie said I offer 7 or more about Young Tomano. I'm a Miss
Kaka.
Yes. It's my maybe one come to one friend Auntie.
That's right.
That time me no and I can be called Dana. I mean, not talk to Tuko. That day, whom you know, so many son. Then this soon by them same birthday. Number Padrava and Mamma Missika. Not to Coco Cacrawano. And we use Kamani. Damn, yes, Kaka Crabby, Coco Semi Kodama, I mean, I say no. You couldn't have no Auntie, maybe will be young. I mean, first. Crazy. The last but not the least, your Pempe College. Now, Dr. Liman by paid no GNTC. Omuche provisions. Because the more we the more you know, for to put in you don't want to say asa. From that day, no.
When you just have a paper.
Let never be brilliant. My father was a good man. Jansa pa, be old Nana dress up, be a Jansa there. Need me the Mafano, no adoye. But a name kitty bia. Me who and to be me, no. As a father, no. I didn't give it to my children. Me ba chairman sani don't count. Cry the king hand buy. Mamu bia for man school da. Se me no ye must say those to the about 2 o'clock. I'll go and pick my own children and then bring them home. It is as a father, no, you grew up near near be brave. It's near me messy in my childhood, no. I try to give my children, all of them. Because
Anya meka say yes papa man who say anya man no ti man no atimi aye bia man ma na.
yes. Bema, man so here who said daddy good morning, father good morning. Apart from 1969-71 ho. When who be the beam say father, you always go to school about you see a different stepmother. Now me feel say my papa me touch me you know I could be two different position of papa me third crown na yon me buy that oh guy you back tell it this your brother me who na know so say me I just say na me no wa me ho na no so me ni ma me show but chire no so no obey me nua me do no so what I'm saying say on the Father's Day no momo diane for don fama e ma no sometimes na mama ni be use the problems that they have with their wife oh mama so oba no nsra so fa de ba wiase se bi previous oni nyame te ba bi e no akoro no maame and I didn't buy it.
Anu agwere.
Akọ right mommy and I number. It's on two case cry. So don't bring your anger with your wife. Oh, Omaso. Let your children be your friends. The man of the army so that they can tell you a lot of people are mama junkies in that thing. There's so many papa no near you. But because of the problem that they have in the house, so big. And then Father's Day, some women for don't for my man. Near Nema or your school, most such a woman. Nema or more, may be. Let's take them, and at the end of the day, you don't say yes. We have a fatherly love. Thank you.
Mimi. You when you be kakra for papa.
Oh, my papa.
So what you say?
My papa say
Papa no dey orta say.
A film on the 23rd March. 2012. That day now me bomb ban over here. Fikiko ha. Me be catch them say 11:45.
Oh, there.
11:45.
What time?
Hey, me be a question no.
11:45
PM.
Time now obo catch there or
Because no that day that doctors call strike on the 23rd of March.
Enter the whole day time now.
How many people have now we are not on friend catch them. That is not VGMB.
Ego so.
Yeah, so that's
Mimi. Oh papa dey oho.
Papa, thanks be to God, glory be to God. Me papa and my mommy ni na oho. And still they are together. Last week me
come. So worry.
Yes. My mommy is Christian and my papa is Muslim.
Said I no kan wa ha.
Yeah, we're a very beautiful, dynamic family. So my family, we are mixed. But one thing I remember who me growing up, my papa he was there, but he wasn't there. Oh, he's married to my mother. He's my father. He takes care of us from obia, bibia, opebia. But uduweni huna. Not just a hallelujah. So I sama yo so ye den yo.
Na de no na me te bi ya jam say bia ina ye ofie. But no de o dem.
Dem only dem do. Okay, my father was a very busy man. Now my papa at that time, he was the area manager for commercial bank. My mama and my papa they worked at commercial bank. Omu meeting at commercial bank.
Okay.
Yes. And my father was an area manager to Ontinafi. All the time he was away. So me, I don't know what fatherly bond is. Not by his fault or by his fault. I think it was some called working dynamics out. I'm taking the story somewhere for the modern fathers. Ejuma WOHO. But it was a working dynamics out. Be can Joe Mettle money obuni na say omo MP an kwat yenye skendi.
Come back akura. Yo, come come maybe say o papa kro ya wan ko ye dwuma ya. Yes why cause am penny.
Na Joe can say wo so omo nyina actually not Joe nkwa Joe na starting omo so. And of course just
Obama kwada me matebra bu o say omo
anyway, one quite come, I get it, but me person me can't say I don't know what the vibe between father daughter. Say na father daughter ni sa your man.
Mami sa asembako, but near what's what ye oshe.
Bibia. Mami, eko si master's degree na.
Oh, Baba, you go see masters.
Yes.
Mami chao, mami contain.
But there was me who no hacking me. No kisses.
No oh, Papa Shawa, we master's degree.
Oh, when you put it's important to. Important to. You can get trauma.
Any drama.
Trauma.
Any drama. Bra,
Your father is giving you financial
not giving you kisses.
Your father is giving you financial orgasm.
Mama me endi. Mama me land me dey call baby.
Also the
Share.
Or they are called babies.
Mo yet we are in the modern world though. Munim
It's now open there. Say go over to one.
Enti munim about mental health. E come be a deal, but that love, hug, it be a father's kiss. I love you.
Papa problem.
And no, also e be ma trauma.
Na kese mo nya ne yere.
Wait, unyini to set me na o warrior. You have that trauma of not getting that bond even with your husband if you don't know. I am telling you a fact. I'm telling you a fact. You are not listening. I'm going somewhere. And your trauma, but Africans, we think nothing affects you. It's affecting you, but you don't know where it's coming from. Go back to your beginning. You know where it's coming from. All the behaviors of men is fatherly love they didn't get. Yes. I'm telling you, most of them, not all. All the strange behaviors, the way they treat their wives, how they even treat their children, think and say, where is the hug? Where is the baby? Today, let me give you a treat. Where is all of that? So all I'm trying to say is in all of this, you know, because I didn't have that fatherly love bond. Obi to Obeka say me when yana ho, oh ya shawa.
You be na to me na me be ka kire wo. You be na be ka Ma be ka sem tro. O papa ye bi. Baby, your papa will be a trying to pursue.
On some mental health.
Mommy,
mental
health. That she has mental health.
See, also papa shall primary.
Eko si masters.
Secondary,
yes.
Okay.
Ko university. Ko ya masters.
Yes.
What you can love? Love.
Hugs. Kisses. Spending time.
Papa don't want no one. That man laid his life for you. Awesome
but I get that part. Maybe Baba man good those there. But emotional, don't ignore emotional issues. Me say.
Hey, what's that? Oh yeah, let me say the emotion. Let me na auction or the money yere.
And that would affect another man when he marries me.
Two no only don or don't know. Hey,
oh, there yet, me to see. I know, sir. You get it. Or papa should be like, you should have been there. Ebia, now, on your problem, not catch any papa. Ebia, daddy, I have a problem. Yes, I'll party. No.
But you ask me.
Yeah. Come, masters. Masters open the chair fees now.
Yes.
Copy.
And no pen or you're interested in education.
It's okay, you're sitting and change. It's okay. It's fine.
And I would come for you.
When the microphone say omusu obi person papa channel DSS kura wenya. Me person me can say ma bra yento aso ai. Hey, masters. Wouldn't guess a brand, so wouldn't guess a Juma Mobile go for chair masters one my mom. Boys last matter, uncle. They didn't know. Boys last matter.
I think, sir, I'll 100% I side with what she's saying.
I don't side with her.
But I'll come to that.
Yeah.
I want to thank two people in my life. My grandfather, who is still alive. He's 96 years old.
Your grandfather?
My grandfather, yes.
Oh.
Yes, a friend of Reverend Kwabinache. So he's Kwabiche Senior. And so on also Tuesday. Yes, my father's father.
Okay.
Na na the oya or suffer. And I now oko in Krase to preach the gospel to change the lives. Exactly. Inti o me papa no. And my papa so your friend Mr. David Cranton baby obi yankopon hira no.
Amen.
Ono so koye adwuma Salvation and Rehabilitation Center. Na dia ono so ye ne say ono so okom Krase no ono so akọ discover in kwala se bi omodi dem. Na odi about rehab center e wo Salvation and Meduakwa. No ono so be build calipers and crutches. ene nkwala o munya cerebral palsy no hwe mo nti ono so be wo me no ana me so me fi school ba na me kom papa adwuma ma na nkwala se bi o medi dem na me nuomu e di agro ana me ka kire papa se da chi me beye ni patiti bi a me ko nkrase abo exactly that transition no into no wherever my grandfather is, God bless him, wherever my father is, God bless him, because through omono in there kobichama nkrase bi enya nso no nkwala no mote form enya sabi omo nyina obi a okay nkonya etena so nkwala no mu ni wheelchairs me the story to about you that transition it's for me I am very grateful to God because you can say generational curse. I think there's generational blessing.
Yes, there is.
I wouldn't want us to. It's only time I be celebrating fathers in Kwana that we try to navigate and bring the negative inside, and which I still don't understand why we do that. When it comes to the mothers, when it comes to the mothers, we try to go all out. But when it comes to the fathers, we try to pinpoint and problems, but there's some blessings, some generations there. Maybe our papa, the young folk said, and Yamana me yes is here no, me mother baby did home. I didn't hear. But it doesn't mean that me a kron. I just want everybody to focus on the fact that you need to celebrate your father regardless. Positive. Let's focus on the positive things. Now back to Diana. Mimi Ekano. When you say my boys' lives matter now, me start here, me call Chrome. Now many boys on most streets, didn't come on. Now a lot of them, 90% of the time, they don't have emotional connection with their father. They don't have the father love, and so in that so into me Facebook and me Instagram me X say. As we celebrate the Father's Day. We must also make it a conscious effort that the young boys that we see today will be the next fathers that will come to your house or your homes to marry you. So what are we doing to the young boys out there? So it's a generation. Or not only papa ni generation, it might be different from our generation because in our generation, I would say that we have to try as much as possible to find a balance because you can do video calls with your children.
That's all I'm saying.
Even if your children exile in some generation are different. However, I still want to maintain the fact that even in that era of my grandfather, a lot of the men they did so much work to the extent that let's not forget the African settings where there's a whole lot of pressure, responsibility also on the men. And that I want to, try some because a lot of the times, it also boils down to the communication between the mother and the children. So papa ni niwa. And then papa, my man catch and the man say, "Oh papa, the school fees not to work. But how does the mother communicate that to the because of you papa phone to be bra so many free all this kind of tour for we ma obano but oba president said he be or no and why making the man useless at home. Because Ebiana and Como time, no, Nankebianka Zoom ni but that misconception of the fact that the father is not in the house, no, I say somebody no, not entirely. But generally, I just want the mothers out today. Me share video bi. Me share video bi. Ana papa no, mama no, ono mama no. She wanted to celebrate the father in front of the man. Ana ka say man mo nkwara no ngina ha. Se munya mo passport no mo ya 10 years a mo mra manim. Se munyi na mo kwa abrochi at the age of this amunye. And oka say the man nyina no omo take a step forward. Ana oka kire nkwara no say Sanema muye 10 years or passport or America. And your masters at the age of 24. It is because of this man. Na enkwalano any papa nisu because that was the day the woman made the father notice say and because of the father who was doing that. So how many mothers who are watching us at home? Money in chance. Sadia my papa when I am a how many mothers will do that?
One may not count.
You understand? And then again,
Papa Sampeni no nya ko and Papa na go is cato.
What I say? And because it's not the rock and we don't have that emotional. Bibi yeah, Bema, Jane.
So
how many mothers and how many man put on Kuwa Ejuma, or maybe Donna Joa, or maybe some say Ejuma ko saying, oh yeah, Daddy, we are proud of you. How many that emotional connections? If you don't have that connection or that conversation with your man, a lot of men are dying inside. This month, like I say, a mental health day for what's in your account? See you. Chale also quite your ampa. This month is International Mental Health. I remember, but a lot of men cannot speak up because sometimes exactly. So we need to celebrate fathers regardless because they were not brought out to share their emotions, and we need to change that narrative. So every father out there, we are proud of you. Thank you so much.
Kobe yes of what Mimi Divalish eso. No for stand so I made you baby. Mama stand say mama menya sa. As a who no akeka. Obi a show ko si masters. What do you know go for bread? Ma baby me no. Brother.
Enough for
masters. Young coming.
Oh, I mean, I think they've said both, but I want to say a happy Father's Day to all fathers watching. I personally, maybe Papa Tias. My father is still alive. Not only my father. I think it was like a year ago. I was actually here.
Exactly.
They called my dad and everything, so I remember my uncles who are still alive. Not only that, but I also have a lot of even spiritual fathers who would always look out for you. And I sometimes to say they are me because send me out so me send me so no, but I was trying to explain to her. Say I understand the dynamic. Sometimes you might and I for some reason I will agree to an extent.
It's a 10%.
Yes, the emotional connection.
The emotional connection. If you, it's good and it's very necessary for the children. But in terms of like because of the ministry and the even the work on the side that I do and everything. Sometimes I'm away a lot. I travel and everything. Yeah. But then when you come, like you have to be there.
Time, no?
He said 2 days when I win, the 2 days needs to really count. And one of the things I've realized is it has to be an intentional thing. That okay, my befi, like SM wofi. Guys, what are you up to? Oh, okay, it's not anything. But you drag them along. You try just to be able to. So for me, I will also encourage that sometimes I've not been a dad for long, so I know that they are more experienced. Now maybe my boss Fredima, how many years? How many years have you been a father?
For 35 solid days.
Yeah. Because I mean said data no. Data.
But I don't when I was saying this is better but I am on trim France away. Trim more zen.
For now. For now the Yanka fathers nasa. Yanka fathers.
Only for Joe Mettle so
the Yanka fathers nasa. So I'm saying that let's pay attention to some of these things. It is important that we take care of the home. But at the same time, as always, imagine that sometimes maybe I'll wash but then later you realize the child is off, all because you took care of the financial side, but the emotional. You didn't know what your child was up to, and I understand it's difficult, and especially the generation we live in is more difficult. I think that back in the day, it probably might be easy, kaka. Or no any phone. But I
had the effect now in my generation.
Let him make his point.
Because one of the things, one of the things I probably my thing with Mimi is over time. Some of the things I'm very sure when you were young you didn't even realize.
Exactly.
You didn't even realize that you needed the emotional.
No.
Yeah. But now say TV niama telenovelas and I won't say say and can papa make me treat me say and I went treat me sir no it was never a problem for you the brightness of this day has given you the golden opportunity pempa don't drop pempa Saturday say you say crab roach and I'm putting grandma as a menko. But those are nice. Bible. Little do we know that most of those letters were being responded by the office.
Yes.
In Kofana, a trauma letter, yeah, when you go to some of, I've been to some of these people. My letters, a sample, until a printed baby near that shelf, they are responding to mine. Yes, we are dreaming. Oh, many will be chatting.
Maybe personality ni di wenya.
One go playground.
But your mom say mommy me mama.
Emotional, you know, emotional.
So I mean, for me, I want to say happy Father's Day one more time, even to, especially to my dad. I mean, like Kobe said, today is not the day to bring up their shortcomings. Let's highlight some of the great things. It's Father's Day. Like at least if there's a day, next week, blasting. But for another day.
Yeah, mama mo cry, yeah, mama mo. Utisa bokiti. Utisa appointing. And so nobody is there celebrating.
Yeah, mama, all our mothers were Chinese trained. I don't know how they were mutuniama.
Maybe mommy. Yeah, call a kid person there. Mommy, we want to be cases. You more the following week,
but you know what the trick is? Don't say like joke. Yeah, fathers are. Nobody mammy sashim. Why not come and be asking? So on that note, I'm done. You can pass it. Yeah, come and be.
No more. Yes, yeah, baby. Question is. So don't me agree from me myself no.
No, yeah, but I think that I have one memory. Stick with me all the time.
Yeah.
About my father.
What you say?
My papa tiase.
Oh, nice.
On the Ebusa Penny.
Okay.
Ebusa Penny ko Jenipa. Chaseni. Na I remember one afternoon. Na me was in school. This was 1988. Na Yapon school.
Okay, date no.
One time no 10-40 million.
I think it will be somewhere 14 for it will be somewhere 14th August.
That's okay date no time.
It will be somewhere 14th August. 1:35. So what we say traditionally the students and upon school I so and I made them inside to one of my classmates.
No, your
Oba and I made them inside to no come like you're born come out school. I think it will be most at times on like that time no why do you know when be as your school boys and I made them inside to no come we are you're born come on the and AJ me who I don't know where my father came
from.
Meaning say spirit in the oh before I could see no a heavy slap for my back. Pound.
What is it being here?
Obi a wapon school. Obi ko fi ntem na kwai no. Una ma na wo don sa to obako.
Discipline.
And AJ, Saturday no ho has become a part of me even till today I'm sitting here.
Asotrono.
Saturday no.
Asotrono yi.
To the point to say ho till today. Say even at Ibia naturally me wo ho na say
oh yes sir.
Say me dem sa to kwa to I said me papa eba.
Trauma. So and no one do me say trauma.
So I said me papa eba. So I
when you
na and it's a training something that got to me say no. Okay. This is not done.
Menye say
yes sir. We say yes sir. Anti the bia na me ka say enema bebre wo ho a ene ye hu no public no. I think say parental control so e kan ho bi.
Okay.
And am ne ye hu na nema bebre. Enne ye ayete ha ye ka say AJ ko easily go and say some of these bars na ko he. young girls. Omo tuona omo shisha ewusie ena momasum ona omo hwinum. Young girls omo da ni nkusie ena omo da ni nkusie. Ewusie ena ewusie fifi omasum ena ye and now young girls to me kosia omo say tequila no omo ahihye no 1 2 3 competition. No, I body crack. No, I one crack. We are not the some lemon. No, that is no mutual. And I watched, and I'm saying, so since when? And young girls had done their Korean support. And Dabe Ebanesena, you could do here, and young girls had done their Korean support like Omudu. And so I think that all this one, parental control, it can be because you saw your papa. We don't have fear for our fathers, but the fathers now are young. They were disciplinarian. One mom called Presby. Obu our papa, we papa a Presbyterian that time. Obi our papa a Presby near that time we would testify. Say, oh papa a Presbyterian. That time it was full swing discipline. A boy 8 I saw that 8 wada. But then 12 midnight. Your man kita on tablet. 12 midnight. Obeku school on about 10 o'clock. Yan can say, oh Joe there is like that. And the entire
na debi amo use with the Indians.
So, you know, and this is happening too much. And all this is happening because of discipline. Enye system. It may say our fathers may not have done all the things right. One man your money not right. But in the context of Father's Day, I have said it, sir, we don't even need to celebrate fathers. So we don't need to celebrate fathers. And my reason is simple. Every father, the celebration of a father is found in the surname you are carrying.
Yeah.
Obi Otidem is carrying his father's surname.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Obi Owa cried need to be. But which is also a wrong African concept. So it's a wrong African concept. Say Oba now the number 2 be. Oba full name. You can pick some of the names and give to your child. But don't give your surname also because the surname of a child is actually the tradition from where you come from. Yeah. So never name somebody and say me suffer there was born pie my say on born pie na me wo ye. But I didn't suffer now or one from the man to so it's something that we need to actually look at this. They may not have done all the things right. But and then maybe I believe say they did their best. And in the context of that, fathers be here. You as your child, as the more Mensa air kosrono, the more Mensa is being celebrated in the world. 1 year celebrating no.
Papa.
Uncle Fred.
Exactly.
Meboa. The more Fred Kobiche he mentioned his father's name. And Joe Mettle. Baby on Nambia, Mr. Mettle be so it's not even a matter. Fathers, we are always being celebrated everywhere. It is because your child is buried or baby or tebia or papa said name and a dowsu.
Yeah.
The more that name you are carrying is actually the celebration. That name is a celebration. And so it is for you as a Korana Wabe it is for you actually to continue with that legacy of that name. Because your boss as you a DB or Ghana a powerful power. What were the Johnson's family, the Abuaje family, or very powerful, the Kufo family. Why is it that Obia person here belong to the so and so family? Because somebody came, Nipano Obedias have Noy family needed to one mono. He's a very powerful person now. He is gone, but the name Noy Obia do but 2 hours for Nino Biano. The person comes, are you from the Noy Abola family? Nia started tracing from where you are coming from. And that is the celebration. That is the celebration. That is it. From wherever it is. A didn't why the 2 hours, you can't mess up. A didn't want to say the 2 hours. Now we are from Bajida Costa. You can't mess up. Because that name, if you check the history of all Abajida Costas, the name of my baby Ukrum Hanma, you can't mess up. Or Mamuha. Then certain name when they put on you, who are Kolano Kawanamwa. You can't
I didn't quite be a
and then AJ, permit me to also add says your generation, let us watch the names we give to our children these days.
Yeah.
Because names are important to every human being. My name is Ernest Kwesienin. My name Ernest means that seriousness in life.
Come on.
My name means that the name Upa Gogo is called seriousness in life. And if I see the kind of things I do,
serious.
just say, there's no dull moment. There's no dull moment. It didn't almost why the two of beer. My people will come. No, your friend of Mammy a co here. Look, no, I'm not joking. Your friend of Mammy a co here. Joe Mettle, I watched the woman. The woman was poor to the. You cannot describe the word poverty. You can't describe it. She was so poor. And I said, somebody should change this woman's name. Because the name of Queen here, they are to my men. That name, it didn't here. And today, you people, you are naming your children after Kwando CS Mias. All this one. Kwando, Musha, telenovelas, and a moon name, mama. And you people don't even know the name, what the names are. I want me call London. Lady be back and besides, do you know the name of your child? Or boy, the Banidino, and I may go here. The name of that child, no, sea goddess. I didn't know, just say a sea goddess. And I'm saying, you name your child after a sea goddess. And you people are doing these things, you are not even aware of it. I can't be no. No, or a sea goddess one.
President, Missy Midi Matilda, just a battle maiden.
Good. You know,
Obia Beshano de Matilda, Dia, Senania Dia, or Bre.
You know, so.
What about Matilda? To me, Tamo.
Eti, and then, Father's Day. AJ, and then Father's Day. Na, Medraha, na, Metchame Papa Charles William Menin. I didn't see him from the beginning of my life. Okay. Okay. I was a bit older when they showed me that this is my father. But the little contribution they become, maybe it added some difference to my life. My mother struggled throughout. So me growing up, my mother was my father. What I said. But me struggle here. It was my mother's effort. It was because of my mother I was able to write even O level. You know, my mother sold her clothes to come and pay for my. You know, no. But let's also admit, you see,
fathers are fathers.
Fathers are fathers, but I'm saying that. Exactly. And that is what I want to make up say. If I see the role my mother played, say me papa Bermuntem or Bermuntemoa, ebe join a queue no in supporter. But Biswa. He also had his challenges. Yeah. AJ, Jesus on yes, papa no anyade. But ene ye nyini ye na ye betra ha no. Joe, ene ye who say ene me bebre ho ye papa no ye na. I think that they did their best. In the circumstance they found themselves. Some of them did their best.
What did you do your best yeah? No how what be 9 name.
So it what for anything you for anything you were good better best.
Yeah, never rest.
That is why you were good better best. So what I say.
Exactly. No kind.
So I think that fathers in general and me AJ no credit about couple and the dispensation a woman. A lot of things are changing. Yeah. And my we are to kind of cross. Say, and we are for the first time we call a car more near other places. Saturday, I'm seeing fathers are omudo my eco playground.
Of course. Yeah.
Omudo mo bouncy castles.
Yes.
And no more. You see fathers are omudo my air shop. Oh, I'm telling you. True. For the first time,
that's what you have to focus on.
Maybe that is only
for the first time, you papa no more. One do ufu flighter. Papa no they carry their children. Who try to get them make kwabochi. Oh papa do kwabochi.
Exactly.
But fathers are doing fathers are doing that.
Papa to our masters.
You know, so but as for the orgasm aspect, no,
also for you see.
The orgasm is an English language. It's an English language. So as for the orgasm experience, no, the synonyms.
Also emotional.
As for the
benefits.
Emotional.
Okay. As for the erotic feelings, no.
That's erotic.
But the thing is, me who say enne kwa mano. Once in a while, they want those things. I don't know, but bagela. Once in a while, person better now stress.
No, I haggle.
Person haggle. Or person yes. These are things maybe we can give to the children.
And yeah, you be ample.
Age, my baby, what them have been anti-assessor. Africa, your tradition, and this is a concept. Yes, your tradition, the concept, the Maya. A father's responsibility is huge to the level, sir. If you are not careful, you miss all these beautiful attractions. In Africa,
that's why I say.
Because that year, what I want to, Papa say, and I'm not a catcher or say. Uko our awareness, unya dia, Fabrefi. There's a unya kadia, a ukundia. That's what they told you during marriage. Very bad concept. But the thing is, a man, African man, has a responsibility. Yejuma, Sidain, Kopa Prot, Sidain, Faumako School. Yes, sir. Fanukoha, do everything A to Z. Now, besides, say, Joe Mettle salary 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. As a so sit down money, you read them on and madam. As I saw, I didn't Mako International School. As I saw, talk out more with them. As I saw, yes, sir. Also, so yes, sir. Oba, yes, so a bicycle and the sicker, Bema is our money. My woman's money is her money. Until the Obanuka will scatter on the actual person. Besides, until before Joe Mettle Quebec said, baby, what do you now know? May I want to rest, no? Now he's 60 years old.
True.
Before you say, and who check a circle now, Mama, before, that is why if you say, I don't want to have a brain, it belongs to widows. The rate at which men die is more than the way because a member be a Juma sa into who say, Bema no arrest now or 12 na fedie. Also, I call about the beach. I got to be bearding. No, I mean, not just say, pressure now will work for us. It's a memory. There be a dying in memory. Memories in Kwan. So I'm saying, say, anybody that wants to do something, no, or be a Bema be a person of Bobrano. Women are expecting men to be home every time. But if really this time, you can't expect Joe Mettle to be home every day. If really he wants to achieve all these things we are discussing.
Also say be a 2 days, 10 or he makes it count. Nee.
Matilda.
Okay.
Okay, so be the two body.
What Matilda?
Abo, what dey be sir?
Matilda,
but I know battle made. Feed am who am say it na my queen.
Matilda any. O dey my chairman lady na.
Chairman lady. I don't know pa mama at to my yo.
Okay. And a chair excellent.
Mommy come.
First of all, let me say happy Father's because fire na be bad. I just say. Mama let me say happy Father's Day to my dad.
Na papa ti ase on.
Mr. Nicholas no a month or so ago obunu nemu kaka but now he's fine. I mean all fee recovering. So happy Father's Day to him. Me finish on me best. So happy Father's Day to him and happy Father's Day to my in-law Mr. Aduti. Amazing father. Eje.
Papa.
Matilda. There are two important things on Father's Day. Celebrating fatherhood.
Yeah.
Celebrating fathers as providers, as protectors, as spiritual leaders of the home, as the people that everybody around them matter but them.
Nobody cares about them.
Nobody cares about them.
Just say inform.
Nobody. Number two. In all the 360 whatever
5 days and a half
the father is always making sure something is home. The father is always making sure
providing.
My bread.
The father is always making sure
supportive.
you just the father is always even making sure Obi Yare or something. He's doing a lot, very responsible. One day pay.
Uncle ya.
For celebrating or say kisses.
One day pay. Papa didn't come master.
For celebrating I'll say kisses.
Now master and master see you.
Who conclude bia?
Maybe master so yan here be.
Oh, at the age of 25.
That's the Okano. They do Okano.
The masters no
At the age of 25.
Papa na den ko e.
Na matter
Fire.
Ni kasa.
Na matter.
As I quite driver didn't go school. Driver didn't go school.
You see now this man, Mr. Andani, respect to you, Mr. Andani. Me, I was celebrating.
Good evening, my in-law.
Yeah, I was celebrating Mr. Andani. Mr. Andani was the area
manager for commercial bank. Yeah, GCB on.
And that's a can I didn't go school.
Can I do
Mimi, na can I do
school?
Oh,
Mimi is trying to
area manager. Area manager.
Na can I do school?
Yeah, me conclude it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Na can I do
school? Mr. Andani for once, I'm fanning free form.
I'm trying to can him that.
My daughter, like, well, for once.
Hold on.
From 0 to 25 years or the master.
As brother.
One fan once, and also one man handshake once. And now I say me Barbara. Happy birthday. What do you want for your birthday? Oh, let me finish.
Digestive biscuits.
Look at
some crying. I don't have some crying.
Mommy got some trouble.
Because now, Papa Thomas.
Yeah.
But digestive near
stay focused.
Okay.
Digestive
Otobo, Opeso catch him.
Provisions.
Area manager of commercial bank. That's Danny. Our day. Me and Kone Niman say daddy our day. I want this biscuits.
Digestive and you come on.
Just say Mr. Danny and Yisiga catch and say Koto biscuit in John Visa Mr. Danny and Antoine.
Mimi.
But because he gave it to Mrs. Andani. That Mimi say. In fact, my stubborn Mimi say open digestive into Tomano.
Say, I not come to school.
Oh. Driver.
One trap front to a children or not.
Driver. And then
what packages?
And then the day that we have to celebrate. I mean, I think that on this day, no, you don't need a conclusion. We are fine.
We are fine.
Are you not fine?
My father is watching. I need to conclude.
No. Oh no, we are not saying
if you want to withdraw,
father is a bad man.
If you want to withdraw,
you haven't said that.
We didn't say your father is a
Mr.
bad man.
Andani.
She wants to withdraw.
No, she said she wants to withdraw. She said she wants to withdraw some portions of the conversation.
And the only way is if you withdraw. I just say, man.
No conclusion.
Conclusion.
Stay focused.
I'll focus.
Stay focused. When do baby now say provision on our day? Where do
that same Mr. Andani? I didn't call first degree.
First degree.
Me person here masters no.
Masters.
O catch one Mrs. Andani. And I'm Mr. Andani. O call Mr. Andani any. Or not here and catch or catch
Papa me resource ni.
Papa resource ni dey be stand say o person here den.
So
person me to me education is the same Mr. Andani. I mean who need once. According to me.
Also no abroche. Also abroche no koye no.
Masters abroche.
Listen.
No,
JM to us.
But you're moving the mic.
Also, the masters who are UK.
No, today I think today the show.
Also, France.
Oh yeah, France.
Now, remember, Muntia also acquired the masters for France.
Today I think that we need to give Mimi the chance
to conclude.
No, don't conclude. No, don't conclude. We want you to celebrate your father for us.
Hey.
No.
Please.
We
beg you.
No, all
jokes
aside.
Please also call
please thank your father. Thank your father.
Please stand up.
No,
so that is why I didn't conclude.
Thank you.
Please conclude.
No, my father did great. Yes, he took care of us because of
it's a bat that's
when I was growing up, my father was well-to-do. I was from a good home. What I'm trying to preach is those of us who have stability in the home, we forget the emotional power. I mean, sure, you've never met a man. Hold on. You've never met a man who has this connection with fatherhood and how he would treat you.
Mimi.
There's money, there's everything.
Mimi.
But you cry every day.
Mimi.
Go for masters.
Mimi. And
then me.
When we be and papa was sick ya weekend. Nam JSF.
Because of that, me what disconnection.
Disconnection.
No, like mean to me and
you have this association.
I don't have me to me. No, seriously.
You have emotional problems.
Cement.
Hey.
Yes, because I didn't get that.
It's okay. Let me finish my point.
You don't get it.
It's okay.
I'm not emotionally available.
We shall make sure we stand for you.
I mean, it's
from the father.
This is personally. I'm not cutting you.
Okay. Oh, you can cut him.
If a lot of these issues.
I'm serious.
When we base most of how we've become based on
our upbringing
and everything, we will always have a reason for why we are who we are.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Sometimes, the things you go through, you can decide to either cry over it or tell why you become the way you are, or based on that even focus and become better.
Yeah.
Rather than, because I can tell you for a fact it could have been worse. Trust me, say emotional na usu. Chena uncha walk. Bear no, and I'm not talking to me go school work day.
I me free.
Me go day school be. Now, the walk from the house to the roadside, not to the school. The walk from the house to the roadside. Let's just say, at least you have an hour and a half walk, and then a bush. Which are bush? I find so be my.
Now we have first music video no.
No, because a lot of people because I come from Accra, a lot of people assume that I grew up or no. Into cha enu ria and so one for a road no so road no a street but a near third road. Until say if you to be ball fine no wako. At a point in school, they almost jam me late book. Because me to man them. To man them. Even if it's me buy I know a bit now.
No,
me. Because I don't know. Before you go to the school, you would have gone to sell, do stuff, do all those. So at that point in time, emotions was the least of my problems.
I get it.
So when you get to a certain point, and fortunately, we grow up, we meet people who surround us, and some of the things they share with us. So my thing is, try to focus more on the positive ones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It may be because it's important to you and it's sensitive. Is the reason I feel like I'm doing therapy on the show. But
yeah, because
focus on the positive.
Me papa say mama so
emotional, there's no emotional connections in one year.
Walk on France. Obi nim airport kwan.
Sorry na bon sama papa.
I just papa no.
So today everyone on the show will stand and help Mimi celebrate her father. We celebrate you. Can you come with a hug? Come in, woman hug.
I need a hug.
You need a hug.
Mr. Andami, thank you so much and happy Father's Day.
Yeah, man, a hug.
So now I need a man who make me emotionally available.
And then who answered this question? Who answered this question?
Say why nyanyum tuni a ka eden pa na career be na ka we si we nam kede no. Kede na ka be say we.
Nam kede no. Me not kidding there.
Na me so be to man.
Oh, I knew there. I think that even when I was young, I knew say. I didn't think say be a man of properly like.
But when say WOHO.
But na me nim say WOHO.
Tina nka be say there.
Me na nka sim be say me architect too.
Hey.
Na draw.
Oh yeah, but I actually did it for a few years before I went into marketing.
Okay.
No, so I'm still
so
a
we architect. No, so I am marketing. And sana full time.
So I still practice.
No wonder you have interest in real estate like that.
No, so we didn't because they were attacking me, but I think we also and maybe we have experience. I think that is good that sometimes because you see no, I guess I shall make us a baby.
Okay, but what on say asma me I think say 1 month 4 weeks ago and 8 weeks ago. Archbishop Duncan Williams.
Where are data more?
Archbishop Duncan Williams. One of the sermons, I think most of you saw it. Onua Kasa self-confession. Anna all can say. One of the regrets as an archbishop is the fact to say or neglecting the man. Because he was actually nurturing people's children, but he couldn't look at his children and give them the kind of that emotional connection. And he even mentioned it. Say, some of the things were or say, as I said, didn't call and or don't go school or them but preaching and all he was always no ministry or took or Singapore or Kaswa, all these places.
I don't know. I know as I said.
And then you find me come out.
Yes, I know.
Now, say, now we architect.
Yeah.
Now marketing.
And I'm here marketing.
Marketing would die, baby.
So I graduated and I kept it.
How come the school?
I have a degree in marketing.
Degree in marketing. And on one of France on.
There be. Me on Pentecost University.
So too.
So me on so too.
And on one night and as we. The prevent and you 200 best what say wait dear. Me pon me food time.
Oh, I think.
Come on, I shall say.
Me, I haven't done it for too long. Maybe like 20 something.
And now for too long.
Go for I think that maybe 23, 25 years.
Hey, man.
Wow.
Hey.
I started
sewing time now.
Oh no, I started way before sewingness. Yeah, so I was doing so the early stages and then I back other people or I instruments. So now me instruments in kakra me bomma.
To wow instruments ni bi.
Kakra but it's here them abon. They are the better wrong one me here. So I'm able to play to write, but I can't play. So many I think the likes of the late Danny Nette. I worked with Cindy Thompson for a couple of years. I worked with a few people, and then before Sowiness, the Sowiness, I mean, started here lead singing. Like so from there, no, and
I would say
after, yeah, and then
maybe
I can also tell.
One
no.
And I'll call France and
France, I'm France. Now say I'm call France and it's you are.
Mimi.
I understand what I say. Bonsoir. Also, you speak French.
No, I speak Spanish, Portuguese, Italian.
The more I walk as I now say what
no.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah. You speak all these languages.
I don't know, Papa.
My languages was Spain.
And who's that go Spain? I went to France for a program. I've had those experiences in Abidjan, a few other French countries. But France, no, my social, you know. Oh, sorry. No, be try so much. Hey, yeah. Minya can meet Casano. Why are you Spanish? I
don't know, Papa Nechia, and no, I'm at Wasso.
And of course, then.
Joe, Jenny come on.
Yo.
So what you want to France? You friend our
and so me I Ghana, Yendi Ghana. Yendi France for.
Say, ebi na wo ka say ukọ baabi na say obi ka say ya na de ade. Ya ukọ baabi na say ka say we gospel artist it will say.
Oh no, it's an honor. Say you can be described as one that preaches the message of the gospel through songs, and then the kind of respect and reverence and attention they give, or allowing you to be able to minister in your calling. It's a privilege. I don't take it for granted.
Na me bisa prophet Bako ba na me bisa no. Say no mebu ni bebre na jai asori no ye kono online. Na ja kwesi na square ka say girls ni bebre na ye no no munema ne ade. I ask kamia ye se Christo so mo no ni asori no ni gospel no shaky.
Oh, shaky. There's still work to be done. There are still souls that needs to be saved, and we're trusting God. We're working. We are believing God to be able to save. The same way bebre na wa bontia saisi no. Do na so sisa back to nyame. The only thing is there's more that we need to do. The Bible has already said it. The harvest is plenty. Every time there will be people out there that need saving, but the laborers are few. Like we're talking, there's so much happening out there. People are hurt by families. People are hurt sometimes even by the church, and on and on and on. But we're trusting God, say, day in, day out, the message will keep going and we'll be able to save as many. But I also want to admonish many Christians. Don't wait till a pastor preaches to someone. And they are closer to you. I may not be able to know who they are, but you may be close to the person. Share the word of God with them. Trust God that the message of the gospel will be able to penetrate their hearts and they'll have a renewed mind.
Yenka Festival of Gratitude.
Yes.
Praise Reloaded 2025. And ebemu brebe.
Praise Reloaded. This year should be like 14 years since we started doing it. I think 14 or so. And last year we had a directive to take it out and open it up. The last year stadium, Accra Sports Stadium, and it was a great blessing. It was a great blessing. We wanted to do the same venue this year by Yenya because of the new CAF regulations, on the pitch cover name, so. But then we were able to secure LWAC. In Tinyamia Adoma, 29th of June this year, Festival of
June,
I think it's 2 weeks from now, 2 Sundays from now. LWAC Sports Stadium, 29th. Normally, event is started 3, but by 1 you be done.
LWAC Stadium,
and the way I answer it, say once you be done, I say started. Yet me man confound met na senti. Nti ebo one na e bie na confound start be more something will start.
It is a festival of gratitude.
Yes. So I believe that gratitude is something we overlook. I mean, and no offense to me, I'll tell you something. No. I'm in your side. Mrs. Stanley, I'm in your side. But I'm saying that many times. They said when a man starts being entitled, that is where there's lack of gratitude. Okay. I deserve this.
Say it again.
When a man starts being entitled. It's your right or it's your assignment to do this. Is like me, so you should do this. The same thing we sometimes take it to God. And in addition to that, many times things happen in our lives. It's my hard work. It's my this. It's my that. But if you come to the point where you realize that you are not able to do or you will not be able to do any of these things if God doesn't give you the grace to be able to. My apostle.
Or say nyamfe free strama wa.
Oh, forget it.
Put me for nyare. Yencha homra koda aboafo ase. Was gratitude. You koda ma se ba. Ye ne yenuabe ma or ye sofo sese. Prophet Joe Mettle. Onua Showtime.